Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity.
Ready when you are.
We're still in the sanitarium and we want to talk to the people here before we find... what was his name? I don't remember the name of that guy that we're supposed to meet. Because I've recorded 2 days ago, so I don't remember it anymore. Graham in the North Ward. Undying Heritage, enter the town Heritage here, and travel to the Fort Village. Okay, we'll figure it out. We talked to Freyo
Not a problem.
just a second ago. Now let's talk to the Sanitarium Guard. I wouldn't mind being better armed, so what if it makes the clients a little nervous? Okay. Flesh Construct. Construct turns its head toward you and watches warily. Okay. They're patients without names. Crooked chalk tally marks cover the surface of this table. I doubt we can talk to all of them. Master also said he'd make me better soon. Okay, what do we have here? Poultry. Well, why not? Let's take it. There is also this here. The crooked boards show deep gash marks. They're spaced like fork or elven fingernails. Alright. Let's say we go this way. We need to get to the North Ward. We can't talk to those flesh constructs. No speak. Okay, if you say so. That goes to my inventory. Let me check out that way or room or whatever. She went this way. Are we allowed to go there? Unlocking this would require the proper key. Okay, so we're not allowed to go in there. Then let's go north. We still need to get to the North Ward as well. If we can get there. Sanitarium Guard. Probably we're not allowed to go there. Keep your distance. Which then that's cell back there. We've had incidents when people got close. I mean, that's where I need to go, right? Ah. There's another room? I didn't know. No, I'm not stealing anything, but what do we have here? Oh. Scroll of Protection. Hostile effects, nah. Don't think I need anything of this. And there's nothing interesting. Nothing else interesting. Then... what do you want me to do if I can't enter that place because I don't have the key? Oh, I haven't been here before. Let's go this way then. I thought it wouldn't go any further down there. But apparently it did. Flesh construct, yeah, there's nothing in that room here. There's a patient, which we probably won't be able to talk to. I've been hearing screams in the night. Well, yeah, that's not that good, I assume. A lot of patients walking around here, but we don't seem to find any interesting things. Or anyone with a name that would be interesting. Wait. There was a way down here, and I didn't see it. I thought there was not. Alright, let's see if we find anything interesting here. Something churns and bubbles in the tank. Wait a second, can we open this? No,
Let's see what's in here. As promised.
Oh, I was able to unlock it. And we have a Raven Wing. A unique mace. I doubt we'll have any use of it, but... let me give it to him though. The copper wires and conduits are shiny. The device is warm to the touch. Oh, there's
Let's see
Oswald.
what's in here.
Am I allowed to open this?
That'll do it.
As long as he doesn't see anything. Blade Golan. Well, compared to my current one, it has more damage reduction. Recovery speed is just a little bit higher. Minus 50 stun, minus 50 knockdown. Defense while stunned, while prone. Well, I have to take this one. I will probably wear it as well, because why not? It looks a bit weird, yeah. Who else is wearing light armor? Maybe her? She's wearing this currently. She can have my other light armor. Maybe the color I can change. Darker. Or in green. I would like to know what looks good on her, but nah, doesn't think like. Let's me keep this one now, yeah. For me, red, can I change the red as well? Okay, it doesn't make any difference. It will be red always. Alright, let me see if I can enchant this one. It cannot be enchanted with quality because is it already fine? Apparently it is. Holy hell, 10,000 copper to make it legendary. Attribute boost, proofing, corrode proof, crush proofed, pierce proofed. Damage reduction versus corrode, crush, or pierce. I actually have no idea what is best. Probably pierce. Let's go for pierce. Quality, I'm not able to do anything here. Because I'm just not... I'm missing the Pilgrim's Crown. But it already has the enchantment fine, so whatever. Constitution, Intellect, Resolve. I think Constitution would be good because that is quite low at my character. Now let me check if anything is suppressed because I can't have that, of course. Stun duration, knock duration, defense while stun, defense while prone, damage reduction, pierce, constitution, fenwalkers, defense against stuck. No, we have just minus duration and stuff, so that's not the same. Defense against stuck and everything, so we should be quite good at the moment. Let's just stay resting bonus. Oh yeah, rabbit fur gloves, swift aim, the pilgrim's lasting vigil, talk of defiance, charmed confused attacks. Okay, I think nothing is suppressed. It doesn't look like it, at least. And my total constitution 9. Okay, I think we're good with this one. Alright, let me check this one out as well. Something churns and bubbles in the tank. Copper wires and conduits are shiny, the device is warm to the touch. You know what? I don't like this one that much, but it's just very good for my character, so I'll keep it. It looks weird, but to be honest, you know, if I take it off, it's much better, but, well, what am I supposed to do? This one cannot be enchanted. Resolve and perception is just too good for this character. What does this one have? Intellect. This has +2 intellect and immunity to confused, and the rest are not wearing anything. Alright, let's talk to him then. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Holy hell, I wasn't expecting this voice. Ethelmer told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Ethelmer hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If any monsters all followed the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backboard and willfully ignorant as Red Kieras. We would not know nothing about life or death, or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. Our leaders guide us, and without them we risk losing our way. If this man would strike off on his own, then let him fend for himself without the benefit of the sanitarium. Surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives.
Indeed. Many lives have been spent in such pursuits, writing treatises and poems. But tell me this, how does one verify the truth of a poem? If some philosopher stumbled across the meaning of our existence, how would we know it from a false one? These are wasted lives. In animancy, there is progress. We are measurably closer to complete understanding because of our work. And that will be true until our work is complete. Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an animancer, or it will be no one at all.
Have you tried your experience on any other subjects? I have, yes. No point in lying about it. Now that Elthelmore is involved, I asked for volunteers from our patients and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood the sacrifices would mean something. Well, apparently I'm not able to persuade him to stop. I heard you were demoted. How did it happen? Azos nostrils flare and he bares his upper teeth more broadly. That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this, Ordmer? That Smuckweasel. Things went wrong. Everything. I don't know how. I'll never know. He spits on the floor as if it's to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. Okay. Well, I'd like access to the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason. I have to go for the perception one. That sounds good, but yeah, the other ones are probably not helping me. Your forehead seems damp all of a sudden. Perhaps I should discuss your insubordination with the head warden.
You smug cretin. How dare you come down here and meddle? You have no idea the importance of my research.
Uh-huh. He balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his index finger. He growls simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. Oh yeah, this man is really disturbed. Farewell. Well, we got the key. The man who waits. Is that the... Oh. Interview Graham in the Northwood. That was this. Okay. The Latin Key Acolyte showed me a vision of an agent in a place of misery and madness. I need to find this agent and discover his or her plan to see if it holds any clues to finding the man I'm searching for. So Graham is in the North Ward, and this is where I'm heading now. Is there still something up down here? No, apparently not. Alright then, let's go here directly. Not quite sure where this is leading here, because we need a key for it. Maybe it's connected. I don't know. Let's talk to him. I only won once, after that it's your skin. Ah, we can't open this. Then apparently we have to take the other door, because what else should it be then? Oh, he's not... Oh no, that was another one. Alright, save. And then we open the door. We should probably close the door once everyone is inside, just to make sure that no one is leaving. Oh, probably have to open each door. Is this my face? Tell me. Okay. This is not my face. Alright. There's no one in that cell. And this one? Oh, this is Graham, okay. This man has the look in his eyes of a haunted animal, and at your approach, he staggers backward to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls if it would get him farther away from you. He cries out, a bizarre primal utterance like nothing you have heard. I need to ask you some questions. Graham looks at you blankly. It is unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed, as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern, if indeed they are words at all. Hannah winces. I don't think he can speak anymore, not in words at least. This is monstrous. You're afraid. Do certain visitors make you afraid? He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of his cell, and as he does so, for the first time you can perceive his soul within your ken. It is mishappen, as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into Graham's soul. Okay, let's do it. You project out toward the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it. It's confusing and fear becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves. Incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a rodent balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else in your mind is a single word, and the word is no. But it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, cornered. You cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a little candle, its meager flame casting long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming a scream you can barely hear. Continue searching. Another night, heavy footsteps outside your door, coming for you. You look through a slit in your door, the flesh giant, the artificial being just outside, but facing left, facing the end of the hall, the boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away and leaves. We got some experience. Decoupled from Graham's soul. Graham looks at you, still wide-eyed but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of his cell. Speak to the patient at the end of the hall, I see. I would like to speak to everyone here, at least everyone who we can speak to. Thundering sky, a rain of blood, innocent must drown. This must be
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets.
Indeed.
Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
These animancers are as mad as their patients. But if all were treated like this, the sanitarium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such conditions? I don't have enough resolve. There are just as many who come here and are cured of their ills, people who would otherwise be cast aside. I hope so. Kana takes a deep breath. You're probably right, it's just hard to see. Let's be on our way. This place gnaws at the soul. Indeed it does. Okay, this is where we need to go. I would like to look around though. Okay, there's nothing to look around. Let's talk then. Uskrim, a willowy adolescent boy, stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead. The occasional blink his only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it. Well, I have to. I need to understand. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanatorium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the wards, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds. The same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You're rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and containing in this new vessel you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down, corridors unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinizing only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl, but this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous. Unlike the others, this one has no soul of its own. The man speaks and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. Bear witness, he says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow. But the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as the crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve, and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading his works astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn. But you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment the machine goes dark, and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold," he says. But there is obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly you take a plodding step forward, then another and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" he asks at a volume meant for the crowd, and this is the moment. At the top of your lungs you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe, and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd, and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function. It merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories in lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murderers and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansive, with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There is no mistaking now that it is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from the borrowed husk. A watcher. Wow, this is the man who made it? I believe we share a common past. I'm just looking for some answers. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems for that moment that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look. You hunger. Hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you, let's go. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly he slumps forward. Subdue, Osgrim. Oh. Are you attacking me now? Well... Don't tell me we all have to fight. We fight all of them now. Oh yeah, we fight them all now. What does my... Yeah, he's the operative. Well, we have to kill them anyways then. Alright, we have to get close with the... with them. And then everyone but the fox and Durance attack us. You are kidding me. Okay, in that case, Durance needs to heal us all if possible. Because otherwise, I don't know what to do. Yeah, you are in deep shit right now. Can I get you... Where was it? Displaced image. And you need to run away. Okay, everyone but Durance and the fox. Attack this one, please. Now, please position. Okay, Batisa. Come on. Oh, damn it, the bear is down. I wasn't expecting that. But we hit back. On Ida, you can hold it. Now the idol. Then the flash gets right here. That's it! Ida can take it, alright. Dead on! And the last one. Come on, almost. Alright, they're all done. My bear is back. That was... wow. I hope Arctus doesn't have any negative effects. He probably has, though. Let me check under character. No, it doesn't say anything. Concussion, yeah. Result in intellect, alright.
Not a problem.
Grab all the loot. Wow, so many screams now. I'll take that. What do we have here? The chains grown with added weight, crescent bite marks with pit the edges of the cut. The bucket reeks of offal. Alright, let's get out of here. Close the door.
Ready when you are.
No, I can't close the door. Alright. What is happening outside? Let me save the game. Also because now I see it, let me take care of this one. I can't assign anyone because I don't have any people. Well, nothing I can do at the moment. And here, finished in 2 days and 10 hours. Alright, let me end the episode here and then we check out where all the screams come from. So thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next episode of Pillars of Eternity. Until then, bye bye.